Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Love. The doctors are making a call on behalf of Fox Soul. I am Tammy Mack. She is Dr. Akila.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? I've not worked with you yet, so I'm
happy
excited.
to meet you and happy to work with you.
Girl, I'm super excited to see all this psychology you're going to spray up on these people tonight. I'm very excited about that. Dr. Akila, welcome back. It's been a while. We're one day from the first weekend of the fall.
Yes.
Are you enjoying this weather? Because it's certainly darker outside now.
I don't really like that. I like that I'm going into a season of not doing as much in the summer. I was out and about in the summer. It was a lot of fun, but it was really tiring.
You was in them streets, Dr. Akila. You was in them streets. She's outside, y'all.
Yes.
The doctor was outside.
How do you feel about the fall?
I love the fall weather. I love the smell of fall.
Okay.
For some reason, it reminds me, it's very nostalgic. It reminds me of, you know, when we didn't have no bills, when you didn't have to worry about, like,
That's the kind of life.
It's just very nostalgic for me, yeah. No concerns at all, and I love it, I love it, I love it. So tonight, we want you all to weigh in, just like we do every night, okay? So here's the number. We're going to pop it up right there. Dan's got you. 310-369-0400, okay? Weigh in on anything or any questions that you might have, because the doctor will certainly be able to help you with your relationship. And the way the divorce rate is going, I'm sure you need some help with your relationship if you're trying to make it through.
And you're going to weigh in, too, because you got some stuff to share.
I will weigh in. And the first caller, gets a Fox Soul swag. We got a Fox Soul hat, Fox Soul shirt. First caller, 310-369-0400. But we're also on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can chat. We will find you in the chat. Dynasty, Marlon, we want to see you in the chat like we see you every night in the chat. So, doctor, when's the last time your boo brought home your favorite meal or flowers, showed up on your job? Because this is what we're talking about tonight. How about them filling up your gas tank, got the car wash, handled bedtime for the kids without you asking? You like,
yes.
yeah, that was right there.
That's what I like.
Don't you love when that happens? Because tonight we're talking about thoughtfulness.
That's actually one of the reasons why we got together. That's I would say that's how he bagged me. He was really thoughtful. So long story short, we were kind of talking, communicating via phone, and he was living out of town, and we stopped communicating for a couple of days. And I thought, okay, this might mean we're kind of done. And I was kind of scared. It was getting a little bit too close.
Uh-huh.
And then he sends me a cake on Valentine's Day to my house, and I love cake. I love sweets, and I felt like he was listening to me. It was the sweetest thing, and that made me think, oh, he's thoughtful, he's kind, and that led us to our relationship.
So what had happened during those 2 days, though? what was going on? Was he trying to make sure that everybody else was cleared out?
You'd have to ask him that. For me, I was getting a little scared.
You ain't asked him yet?
No. For me, I was getting a little scared. Like, we talking too much, so let's put a little distance.
Oh, so you were kind of like, yeah, maybe but during the distance, you kind of missed him, right?
I did, and I thought that when he sent me that cake for Valentine's Day, it was really thoughtful, so it mattered for me.
Yeah, so what other things are thoughtful to you? Why does it make us happy when one person does those unexpected things for us?
Being thoughtful is really about being attentive. So being attentive to the way your partner feels, how they think, what they desire, what they like, and it's about showing up and caring for them. So for me, I think that people enjoy it because it communicates to you. You receive it as, oh, you care about me. You've been listening to me. I didn't even have to say this. You knew I was tired and you came home and ran my bath water. Yeah.
It's definitely a sign of love and a sign of caring. To me, it also means I'm not alone.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, like I don't have to do everything myself. I don't have to think about everything myself.
Yeah.
I literally have a partner. That's what partners are all about, right? If you're partnering, that means I help you, you help me, and we don't have to ask for it sometimes. Don't you just love when you don't have to ask for somebody to be thoughtful?
That's the best part of it, because it means that they're listening and that they know you and that they want to show up for you. And you don't even have to ask for it.
Yeah, that they want to show up for you. Don't you want somebody in your life that wants to show up for you? That's not like, damn, here she goes. She want me to wash the dishes again. Somebody that's going to show up.
When's the last time someone did something really thoughtful for you? Okay, I'm going to let you think about it.
The reason I'm thinking about it, honestly, though, is because my husband has, He has spurts.
Okay.
I wish it were more consistent.
Okay.
And I wish he would listen more.
Mm-hmm.
He's thoughtful with the things he want to be thoughtful with.
Okay.
But there's still things that I like.
Okay.
But right off the bat, when I think about it, every day before I drive to work, he walks me to the car.
Oh, that's
So,
okay.
and it's nothing I ever ask for, you know, but I do feel like that's him. I mean, unless he got another woman and he like, let me make sure she's getting out of here.
Okay, let's go back to the thoughtfulness.
Let me make sure she's getting out of here before my side piece roll up. All right, bye, baby. Love you.
But that sweet, small gesture for
Yeah.
you matters. And it adds up, and it seems like it's a norm, like it's a part of your daily routine almost.
But you know what else, now that I'm thinking about it, though, Dr. Keela, is I remember watching my great-grandparents. And every time my great-grandfather left to go to work, he worked for NASA. Every time he left to go to work in the mornings, he would kiss her and say, bye, Mrs. Bryant. And every day he came home, he would kiss her. That was the first thing he would do. And I remember, you know, asking him, I want my kiss too. Because I felt like the kisses should go around. And so he kissed her and he would kiss me. And so it also makes me feel that love that my great-grandparents had.
Oh, okay.
That he does that, you know? And I don't know, maybe he remembers me telling him that and that's why he does it. I don't know. But
Sweet.
I love
Maybe
it.
you
I
have
love it.
something to
I
talk
love it.
about
And you're going to
tonight.
love this clip, okay? This clip from Mika Jones kicks off tonight's conversation. So watch and hit the chat, y'all. Hit the chat.
The best boyfriends out there are the ones that are constantly working on something thoughtful for their partner. They're waiting for that next opportunity to book them a getaway, get them a massage, take them to dinner, or set up a new fun pottery class for you both to try. The best partners are the ones that celebrate their partners just as they're living their life. You get to be the person that adds the sparkle and zest to their day-to-day. There isn't a minute that goes by where they don't know in their bones that you love and care about them unconditionally. The best boyfriends are always doing their best to create containers for connection, closeness, and celebration. So as their partner, how would you like to love them today?
Okay, I can roll with that.
Me too. Because have you been with a partner who doesn't do that?
You know, if they don't do it, I got to say, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I don't really, like, that's thoughtfulness, I'm attracted to thoughtfulness. So if you're not thoughtful, I'm probably not attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to bag me, if you're trying to get me,
You got to be.
thoughtfulness that's the way to go. I'm like, oh, like I'm sappy.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm like, oh, he remembered. Oh my God, I can't believe he sent me red roses. Or yeah, I really like orange and yellow. But yeah.
Okay, so then if your husband heard this, orange and yellow, and then he got you something orange and yellow, that would be
Orange and yellow roses?
or whatever. Something
No,
orange
I
and-
like orange and yellow roses.
Oh, it
not
has-
the
not
color.
the color.
No. I'm not Halloween up in here now. Orange and yellow. I'm not a candy corn.
My bad. Okay, so orange and yellow, but
But he did. Like when we first started dating, I was upset because we were long distance. And I remember he was supposed to come a weekend or something, and he had to work. And I was like, oh my God, you don't love me, you don't really want to be with me, you know, all those things that women do to manipulate men.
Okay.
We do. We manipulate you, fellas. But y'all do too. So, and so he was like, sorry, I can't come. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't reach him on the phone.
Ooh, you didn't like that.
And I was like, oh, this some bullshit.
Exactly.
Geraldo.
Then he
What?
showed up at your doorstep.
Oh, showed up at my door. But the way he did it, though.
Okay.
He had the lady from the grocery store or wherever he bought the flowers call me.
Oh,
and she was like, hi, I'm calling because we're trying to deliver flowers to you. And so immediately I thought, oh my God, he's sending me flowers because he's apologizing. And she was like, but we can't find your apartment. Can you, I think our guy is at your door, but can you open the door to see? And I was like, oh yeah. And I opened the door and it's him with like 20, I don't know how many roses, yellow and orange roses. And I was like, oh my God, he loves me.
Okay, so now I see how it could happen. Yes. It actually reminds me and my partner were long distance first as well. And there was this time where he was supposed to come, but then I don't know, he'll get last minute flights. And so I don't really like that. I like to know, like, you need to, I need to, this day, this time, this when you're going to be here. So we're talking on the phone and he's like, oh, I still might come, but he's all the way across the country. And I'm like, he's not
not the country.
Girl, yes. And I was like, he's not going to come. I was pissed. And then lo and behold, I went to sleep. Lo and behold, he's like, oh, I'll be there at this time. And I was like, so excited, so happy.
Those pop-up surprises I love, but some people don't like the pop-ups, but I think women
What do you think? Okay, wait. Who doesn't like pop-ups?
Men don't like pop-ups.
Why? Do you think that if someone doesn't like a pop-up, it's because they're doing something shady, or it's just a part of their personality?
No, I don't think, and I take that back. I don't think men don't like pop-ups. I think there are people who don't like pop-ups, but I think they are people who like to control their situations and their environments. And because I have a girlfriend, she don't like the pop-ups. I love a pop-up.
And that's where being thoughtful comes in, because you need to know if your person...
you need to know if your person like it.
Don't show up if they don't, because I've had people do that to me.
Do not pop up if pop-ups ain't her or his thing, right? And sometimes people like to be prepared and be ready for a pop-up too. And I respect that. For Teddy, with age came thoughtfulness towards his relationship, so listen to Teddy.
You can tell when a girl ain't used to being with a generous man. You said you like these cookies. I stopped and got these cookies. Why you acting like I done brought you home some gold? I was always taught it's the thought that count. If you say you like something, I'm already out. I'm already at the store, or I'm driving by the store. I'm going to go in there and get it. Is that not common sense? I learned a while ago, man, some women be with dudes that don't do for them, but pay bills. You got to sprinkle in a little thoughtfulness. A little, I was thinking about you type. You feel me? It ain't hard to think about somebody and go out your way and do something for somebody. Now that I'm a little older, I be trying to pay attention to the smile. Like, okay, she mentioned this. Okay, I'm going to go get that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, she was looking at this. She was looking up this on YouTube. She was looking at this at the store. She might want that. And if she don't, sometimes they don't want to ask for it. Like, they just want somebody that's just going to do it. Like, just do
it.
I want to date him.
Right.
He like, it's just common sense.
But for some people, it's really not.
Yeah.
And that's baffling to me. And I think for many people who are thoughtful, it might be baffling. Like, why aren't you thinking of me? But I don't always think that that it has to be somebody's doing something wrong. But I don't think that this is actually something that everyone does.
So how do you think? Because you're right. Some people don't grow up in an environment that is riddled with thoughtfulness or the idea of it, right? And so if they don't know that it's such a thing, how do you convey that to your partner maybe? Or how do you, how does that become them?
Yeah. So I'm a real proponent of modeling. That when you're trying to teach someone or when you want something, show someone how to do it. So for me, I really like paying attention to people, and I delight in making people happy. And so I try to be thoughtful, with my partner. I'll do things that he enjoys, or when it's his birthday, I'm like, okay, this is what he likes. I know he likes basketball, so we're going to go to a basketball game, but I'm going to do it in a way that he doesn't know we're going to be there. And the point being is that I feel like the more that you model thoughtfulness to people that actually want to be thoughtful to you, because on the flip side, you might be modeling thoughtfulness to people who actually don't care about you and actually don't want to be thoughtful, and so they're just taking.
But now here's the problem I have sometimes. I'm thoughtful. I'm kind of like you. I love seeing the people I love happy. I love making them happy with whatever it might be. But my husband is kind of like, I don't think he cares too much about thoughtfulness, about me being thoughtful towards him. I don't think, because nothing ever, he's not impressed by anything.
Wait, what do you mean he's not impressed?
I mean, I don't know. I could win $100,000 lottery ticket, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's good, Mac."
Okay. Is he just cool and chill and laid back
cool,
about everything?
Laid back.
Okay.
And I just did he likes the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
So he was gone for a month on a job, and while he was gone, I did his closet like a Dallas Cowboy closet. I made the dressers blue, and the hangers are gray and white, and you know, a little Dallas Cowboy this, a little Dallas Cowboy that. And he came home, he was like, "Oh, this is nice."
What kind of reaction were you hoping for?
Well, I know him by now,
Exactly.
so I wasn't
Okay.
expecting much at all. So just the fact that he was like, "This is nice," I was like, "Okay, I won that one."
I'm curious if for him that is his version of appreciation. That maybe your version is, you know, super like, "Oh my God."
That's definitely my version.
Yeah, but for him, he's like, "Oh, that's nice, thank you."
Yeah, I would imagine that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the other thing I say is that people should talk and share. Like, this is important for me. Tell your partner, I really like for you to be thoughtful. I really like for you to do X, Y, and Z. Just communicate really clearly, but kindly and compassionately about it.
Yeah, I agree. Communication always happens. But what if you have a partner that doesn't take heed of what you're saying? Because also thoughtfulness is listening
Yeah.
to your partner. Like it's thoughtful for, because some people may take that as a direct like a direction, like I want you to be thoughtful, and take it in a negative manner and then not do it at all.
Yeah. I think you got to be careful of the tone that you use. And you might not say, I want you to be thoughtful, but you might share what you enjoy, what's important to you, and communicate that I would like for you to do this, or sometimes it would be really nice if you did that.
Yeah.
So I'm also curious, like,
Okay.
is thoughtfulness more about what you do for someone or how you make someone feel?
It's definitely about how you make someone feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely about how you make some. I mean, the action itself is enjoyable, but I think more so than the action, because it could be somebody that you really, 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 really like, who brings you 20 dozen of yellow and orange roses, and then it could be somebody you don't like at all,
It's not the same.
who brings you 20 dozen of orange and yellow roses, and you're like, girl, he brought me orange and yellow roses. But it's somebody you like. You're like, oh my God, he brought me orange and yellow roses. Like it's totally a difference. It depends on who's doing the task and how you feel.
Okay.
Because anybody can do the thing. You do the thing.
Tonight's Late Night Love is on. Come back in 2 minutes for more.
Come on back, y'all.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Tammy Mack. She is Dr. Akila.
Yes.
Thank you for being here with me today. Love to co-host with you.
Me too.
Late Night Love, baby. We are talking about thoughtfulness today, okay? Thoughtfulness. 310-369-0400. What does thoughtfulness mean to you? And are you a thoughtful partner? And do you like to have a thoughtful partner? Call us and let us know. We are ready. We want to hear it. We want to hear what you have to say. 369-310-0400 is the number. So, Dr. Akila, what does thoughtfulness towards your partner demonstrate about you and your partner's connection?
It demonstrates care, concern, that they matter, and the connection that y'all have together. I like when you said earlier that it demonstrates that you're a partner and that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's really significant.
I think mothers benefit a lot more from thoughtfulness because when you have a baby, you know, everything is about the baby, and mothers focus on the baby and they tend to do everything for the baby. So I think it helps when your partner helps out and says, hey, it automatically reminds me of Ashanti and Nelly when Nelly was like, hey, I ain't trying to deal with that baby until he can walk, talk, and pee on his own.
And that's a hard time in life.
Right. And this is when she's having, you know, to deal, as a first-time mother, to deal with a lot of things, not only emotionally and physically, but also just struggling with the day-to-day task of having to, you know, raise a newborn child. So I think thoughtfulness comes in really good when you are a mother who just had, you know, had a baby child.
That's very true. And I work with a lot of new moms and a lot of parents who have young children. And I find that that's a really important stage of a relationship and of a family, because having a baby it takes over everything. Your whole body, your mind, your spirit, everything changes, and therefore your family and your relationships change. And so it requires, I do think, a level of thoughtfulness on both partners' ends. But typically, if the mom is doing a lot more of the caregiving, it requires thoughtfulness from that other parent to really do small things that matter a lot.
Yeah. I always, my heart is always taken aback. I'm a sucker for the simple things in life. My heart is always taken aback when I see a couple with a child and the husband has all the stuff. Just has all the stuff and it's kind of like following behind the mother with the baby. You know, I just, it's something about that says, oh my God, he gets it. He loves his woman.
Yeah.
It's just so dope. Another thing I like, and I don't know if this falls under thoughtfulness or not.
Okay, go ahead.
But when I see men in the mall and they have their wives' purses.
That's cute. Or when they'll go and get a sanitary napkin for their partner. I think that's thoughtful.
Now that's thoughtful.
Tammy, you're like, no, that's too far.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. It's definitely thought. If it's
I
not
want my
anything
man to go get that for me. If I need that, I want him to go get it, to grab it, and to bring it to me. Okay, I have a question for you, Tammy.
I don't know how you say it. John, can you bring me my pad from up out of there?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, go bring me my pad. Or can you go to the store and can you go get me a pad? Yes, absolutely. In the various stages of relationships, what might thoughtfulness look like for a couple?
It gets harder, I'll tell you, the longer you're together.
Talk to me about that, yeah.
Because I think the longer you're with someone, you kind of begin to take them for granted. And you kind of feel like, well, I've proven how thoughtful I am. I've been thoughtful for the last 10 years. I'm good now. You know, so I think that begins to happen in relationships, because that's when people start saying, hey, I feel like I'm being taken for granted, like I'm just here. Do you see me? Do you hear me? And to your point earlier, being thoughtful says, I see you. And everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. And being thoughtful says, I hear you and I see you, right? And so I think as you get further along in the relationship, you tend to pull back from that because life begins to happen. And it's not quite it's not quite like fun and, you know, petals of roses spraddled across the floor and champagne glasses and we're in Vegas on the penthouse floor. Like that kind of stuff starts to die down as you are paying a mortgage now, and now I got to take, I got to get overtime so that we can go on our next vacation with these damn kids.
Yes.
like life just starts happening, and you just begin doing stuff out of necessity versus out of intention and closeness and making sure that you're with your person.
I would love to hear from y'all about these different stages in relationships. Please call us in. And how do you maintain thoughtfulness when life gets hard? When you got to pay a mortgage, when you have all these kids, but you still want to connect with your partner? How do you do that?
How do you do it? I'm trying to figure it out. I am Truth Hurts. 357 spells out the ladies need, spells out what the ladies need. What the ladies need to the fellas. So somebody watch this. Come get this.
When you're dealing with a grown woman, it's the thought that counts. Let me cook for a second. A grown woman can pay her own rent. She can get her hair done. She can get her nails done. She can get her feet done. She can pay her car note. She can buy herself flowers. She can buy herself jewelry. She can buy herself purses. It's the thought that counts. She wants you to do all of the things and provide all of the things that money can't buy, but she also wants the cherry on top as well. It's not the fact that she can buy herself roses. It's the fact that she wants them from you. It's not the fact that she can take herself to dinner. It's the fact that she wants to go to dinner with you. It's not the fact that she can take herself on a trip. It's the fact that she wants you to plan it. She wants you to lay it out. She wants you to plan the dinner. She wants you to make it romantic because it's the thought that counts. She has plenty of men that can spend money on her. She has plenty of men that want to sleep with her. But how many men actually put the effort in? How many men actually apply pressure? How many men actually go above and beyond to show, I know that you can do this for yourself, but I take pride in doing it for you. Am I lying?
You know what stood out is that
he said he was going to cook.
That's what you need, huh?
Let me cook. No.
Like
well, he meant cooking the other way. He was like, let me cook for a minute.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, you missed that?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, let me cook for a minute. That means I'm about to...
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I got what you mean. I hate when I do that. But the one thing that stood out to me is when he kept saying she wants to do it with you, or she wants it from you. And that was to your point that anybody, like if someone were to do something, but it's not the person that you love or that you're in a relationship with, it doesn't matter as much, or it just may not hit the same way as when your partner, your lover does it for you.
Yeah, you're grateful for it, and you're like, thank you, but thank you is more like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. That's kind of what it's like. Who wants that thank you? I was going to say, you know what? You asked me, when was the last time somebody did something thoughtful? Actually, my partner did something thoughtful just last night.
What was it?
I forgot about it. I went to a concert. I went to a Minnie Riperton tribute concert, right, at the Hollywood Bowl. And the Hollywood Bowl is close to my job, but it's not close to our house.
Okay.
And so I was like, I would love for you to come with me, but I don't want you to have to drive all the way to the Hollywood Bowl, and then we're in two separate cars, and we got to pay to park for two, two. So that's all right. I'll just go by myself. He caught the train.
Ooh.
He caught the train to, he caught the train almost halfway to the Hollywood Bowl, and then took an Uber the rest of the way. To get to the bowl. And I had to stop and think about that. I think that's thoughtful.
I do too, because the train. That is thoughtful. No, that is. Yes.
And I was like, you caught the train? He was like, yeah. And I just, when I thought the Uber would be about $15, I caught an Uber. I was like, okay.
I love that. I also love being thoughtful about money.
Right. There you go. Yeah. Let's just throw all of that in the economics and all of it. I'm sure the gas would have cost more these days.
Sure.
Yeah, even so. So I don't, yeah. So yeah, that was the last thoughtful thing. And I think that was quite thoughtful.
Look at you smiling.
I am smiling because I just realized how thoughtful that was just in this moment.
I love that. That's what thoughtfulness does. It makes you smile, makes you feel loved and connected.
Yeah, consistency has entered the chat, so listen to James Kozel's thoughts right now.
A quick question. Would you rather have someone that shows you big effort sometimes or small consistency every day? Think about it. Effort can express to you in the moment, right? Anybody can buy flowers. Anybody can plan a date. Anybody can do something spectacular at any point in time. Consistency is one of those things where you think you want it, but you don't actually know what it looks like in real time because most people aren't consistent even though they think they are. The consistency, though, shows you who they really are every day. For example, consistency is checking on you when you've had a rough day. Consistency is checking on you when you've had a great day. Keeping the same energy after the honeymoon phase. Consistency. Always listening to understand your point instead of listening to respond. Consistency. Making an effort on the bad days, not just when they're in a good mood. Consistency. Protecting you in private, not just in public. Consistency. Staying emotionally steady instead of hot and cold. Consistency. Not switching up on how they act towards you because of the people around them. Consistency. Always showing kindness in the little ways. Consistency. And I know I asked you the question on which one would you prefer. I'm not saying effort is important. Effort is a big deal. But you gotta lock in on someone who's consistent.
So what's your answer? Big effort sometimes or consistency all the time?
What you think?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I'm gonna go with small, consistent effort. When I think about big effort, sometimes you know how someone will do like a really big gesture or they do something wrong and then they'll come and they'll do something really big and then that's what I think about. I don't think that's what he necessarily meant,
right?
But it makes me think that you're doing this big, grand gesture and then you can kind of fall off and do whatever you want.
Like I did
and
this,
then
so
come
let me.
back.
So this will suffice for the next 2 years.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's like intentional. It could be
Right.
unconscious, but I know for myself,
That's true.
I need small, consistent effort because that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't do makeup gifts. We don't do makeup gifts.
No, yeah.
No,
Okay.
we don't do makeup gifts because makeup gifts say something different. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like. I'm not gonna get over what I got going on just
For a
because
gift.
you bought me a Gucci bag.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for the Gucci bag, but I'm still pissed.
We still gotta get through whatever you did.
I'm still mad.
How
yeah.
do you get through being mad or an argument or a conflict?
I don't know. It's hard for me. It'll last a long time for me.
Okay.
I might need to see you about that, doctor.
Okay.
Because I can be mad for a very long, long time.
I understand.
But yeah, I love those big efforts, though. I really love the big efforts. Like, I love trips to Cabo. I love Louis Vuitton luggage. I love, like, I
You
love,
do? I can tell
love
you
a
like
big
it.
effort. I love a big effort. But consistency really does. I think consistency sustains relationships more than the big efforts, for sure. Yeah, that's my thought on it.
Okay.
So can I have both though?
That's what I was just
let's
thinking.
just have
because when
everything.
you just said going on a trip, now don't get me wrong, I do like
Right,
those things,
right.
and I do want
I
to
know
go on
you
a
wanna
trip.
go to Cabo too, girl. Shoot.
I know. So we shouldn't have to necessarily choose one or the other.
Yeah. No, we want it all. How about that?
And we can get it all.
Yeah, and we'll give you more when we come back from this break on Late Night Love.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Tammy Mack. She's Dr. Akila. Nice to be here with you today.
Yes.
She's laying down the law, baby, on this thoughtfulness thing.
For sure.
There's no way to mistaking someone who's passionate about their craft. You can see it in how they spend their time and the ways they offer it to the world, right? And this fitness trainer has spent the last 25 years encouraging her community to stay active, to stay fit, both mentally and physically. And as a mother, wife, author, and philanthropist, she uses her gifts and radiant energy to pour into others. Don't you just love that? That's thoughtful in itself, right? Because I just be all about mine. I ain't got to worry about you and the energy I bring to you. I'm trying to bring my energy to my family. Why I got to spill it all over into you? So that's thoughtful too. Tonight, Late Night Love is blessed to be on the receiving end. Welcome to the dynamic Claudine Cooper.
Do you guys believe in alignment? I started working at a gym when I was 18 years old, and I am now 50. And for the last 32 years, I have done every job in the gym imaginable. A couple of years ago, I was teaching an outdoor workout that I teach every Saturday, and it's free. A guy was waiting for me. He said, "Hey, we're building a gym in your neighborhood. Do you want to come and work here?" Me being a believer in alignment and divine timing and God, I said yes. Since that time, I have seen so many transformations of people in my community. It is mind-blowing. But not just weight loss, not just muscle gains, emotional and social, mental health transformations, people connecting with people, people smiling, people feeling good inside.
Please welcome to Late Night Love, Claudine Cooper. Hey, Claudine!
Hey, Mac. Hey,
Hi.
Dr. Akila. Hey, you guys. How we doing tonight?
We're fantastic.
Doing great.
I want to clear something up. I just want to understand from that clip, right? You said that the guy asked, "Hey, do you want to work at our gym? We're building one here." And you said you've seen changes in your community since then. So the gym, was it from that gym in that same community?
Yes. In fact, I did say yes to the offer. I did start working at that gym. And what happened from there is that the community showed up and showed out, Tammy Mac. I mean, when I tell you Inglewood has been dying for something like this, a luxury gym with a pool. I think we know some of the same people. Don't you know Misfit Bennett?
Miss Fit used to train me, but girl, I couldn't. She trained too hard. I wasn't ready.
This may be you.
I
You
wasn't
need to go
ready.
back.
Oh, is this divine?
Yes.
Is this what she was talking about in the clip? Yes. Where's the gym, Claudine?
It's right by SoFi Stadium. It's on the campus of Hollywood Park.
Oh, okay. And so you say you see a difference mentally, physically, spiritually in these people. How so?
Okay, so
and
I'm
within
convinced.
what amount of time?
I know. So I'm convinced, Dr. Akila, you just weigh in on this, but I'm convinced that movement and community brings out the best in everyone.
Yes.
Am I right about that?
Yes. I was about to say amen. Yes.
And so what I noticed that was happening while we were separated for those years during the pandemic is people got a little bit isolated, a little down. And when they came together in this environment to move their bodies, they have been on healing journeys, both socially, emotionally, and physically. Lots of weight loss stories, lots of great muscle gains, but even more than that, people, meeting people, going out on the weekends. One woman said she's happier than she's ever been in her life, you guys.
Well, I have to admit though, when you don't look good to yourself, and I mean to yourself, you do not feel good. Like anytime you see somebody who's done a transformation with their body, you also see a transformation in their whole being.
Their soul lights up. It's not just always about looks, Tammy Mac. Sometimes when you're moving your body, you're getting out all that gunk. I don't know what's in there, the stress, the anxiety, the depression, the frustration.
Oh, that's
And girl,
good. That's good.
when you said that you get mad at your husband and you be mad for a while, girl, that's me. I need to talk to Dr.
When you get mad, do you go work out or do you move your body? Is that helpful for you?
Yes, I teach classes. I teach Pilates, I teach strength and conditioning. That's my gift to the world. That's what I love to do. So yes, I do teach my classes, but when I want to clear my head, I walk. I walk and walk and walk.
What is it about walking? Because I will say that is what I love to do. I don't really like to work out. I will because I have to. I'll do some strength training, but I love just going on walks.
I feel like it's the repetitive nature of putting one foot in front of the other that also mirrors a lot of other areas of our lives. If you put one foot in front of the other on your professional journey, you get your degree. If you put one foot in front of the other with financial security,
that is
come
so
on.
good. Oh,
Come
Lord.
on.
Oh
Listen,
my God.
if you put one foot in front of the other, only good results can come from it.
Yes. Oh my God. You
So
have
you about to
inspired me
put your
today.
foot in front of the other and go back
Go back where?
to the gym.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
No. You're right. I was gonna ask her, are those classes still free, or do they cost now?
No, I still teach a free class every Saturday at 9:00 in the morning, right there on the campus of SoFi Stadium. It's an outdoor workout, no equipment, no mats, no RSVP. We validate the parking. I took all the excuses out so that people who need it but may not be able to afford a gym membership can go ahead and get this movement, the community, the vibes, the engagement. It's a whole thing.
Is the gym open during the week though,
Yes.
Claudine, as well?
So my outdoor class is not associated with the gym.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been doing that long before. I used to do it in Darby Park in Inglewood. I live in Inglewood.
Okay.
And so, anyways, it's moved all over because everywhere we go, we outgrow the space, which is a blessing.
I love that.
Yes.
Claudine, I have to share, I've been following you since COVID, since you've been doing those workouts in COVID. And I'm curious, what are your workouts like from COVID compared to now?
Good question.
So this is what I've noticed, Dr. Akila, and thank you for following me. I really do appreciate it. When it comes to thoughtfulness, I always want to recognize that people don't have to follow you. They don't have to engage with your content. That is a form of thoughtfulness. So thank you. I do want to say that during the pandemic, we were outside. So there was a lot of people outside. And that's one of the reasons why my outdoor workouts got too big, because the gyms were all closed. But now that the gyms are back opening, I'm seeing people more attracted to being in the gym than being outside for their workouts.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of intentionality, or speaking of thoughtfulness, how important is it to be intentionally thoughtful?
I feel like all of us, when we get up in the morning, we got to set our intention for the day. We're blessed to be awake. We're blessed to be alive. We're blessed to be able to go do the jobs we do or whatever it may be. And I think setting the intention of gratitude aligns us with all the blessings and all the abundance that can come our way throughout the day, right? But I feel like when we do that, we also show up in a different way, which is where the thoughtfulness comes in. I serve. That's what I do. I go to the gym. I make sure everybody has what they need. I do my best to be in service all day. And this morning, I told people I'm going to be on the show with Tammy Mack tonight. And everybody know you, Tammy Mack. Everybody knows Tammy Mack. So anyways, they're so
I'm
excited and
grateful and
everything.
thankful for that.
Yes. And they were so excited. They were like, "Oh, Claudine, what are you guys going to talk about?" And I said, "Well, we're going to talk about thoughtfulness." And I told them, I said, because this is how I try to show up for you guys, the members of the gym, the people in the community. I try to be thoughtful in everything I do. And one woman said, "Claudine, you are very thoughtful." And that really made me feel good because that means that they see the efforts.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some ways thoughtfulness shows up in romantic relationships?
Well, I've been married for 22 years.
Girl,
and
bless you, 22.
Yes,
bless
I
you,
love
22.
hearing these numbers.
And so tonight I said to my husband that I was going to be on this podcast because I was so excited and everything. And he put up these lights. That's why I look like this. I got these studio lights. So wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell? You see this?
Oh, you look
You look
good.
good,
You
too.
look good, girl.
Your husband
You look
showed out for
good.
you. I love this.
And so in my opinion, I do prefer the small, consistent efforts. It doesn't have to be a big, massive undertaking for me to really appreciate like the lights. That's a big thing to me. I could have just been in here in a normal light, but I got this studio lighting. So anyways, it's small things for me. And I do want to say this, when I met my husband, one of the things that stood out to me is that he was consistent in his workout. He was consistent at his job. He was consistent with his finances. And that told me that that's probably his character. And if you're consistent with all these other things, maybe you're going to be consistent with my heart. That's all.
Girl, I'm about tired of you, Claudine. You just dropping all kind of bars tonight. I cannot.
I absolutely love that. I love how when you're dating someone, you can look at what they're doing in other parts of their lives, and you might extrapolate, this is how they might be with me.
And I think, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, and I hear what Claudine said, like he was consistent in A, B, C, D, right? So he's probably going to be consistent with me. And I think that's where a lot of women fall short today, is when they're dating, they're thinking about those big efforts.
Yeah.
They're thinking about being flued out. They're thinking about what the person is going to give them. They're not watching them in a real way to see how they're consistent in their own lives. They're more concerned with what that person is going to do for them. But in order to do for someone else, you have to do for you first. So what you do for yourself will inevitably be what you do for that person consistently and in the long run. Like you said, you were looking at your husband saying he's consistent in all these ways. He must be consistent with me if he decides to commit to me. And I think that's what this generation of women is missing out when they're looking for their men. That's good.
It really
Not
is.
to mention, I feel like you can see red flags in a person's character if you start looking how they handle their money, how they handle their family, how they handle their job. It's not like, oh, I just found out when we got married he was like this. I always kind of look at that like,
You be side-eyeing him. You knew he wasn't going to be on time.
What do you think happens when we might see some of these flags along the way, but still move forward in the relationship? Or maybe we say we didn't see them, and then now 10 years later, they're blaring.
I feel like that is a question for you with your psychology degree.
So, that is fair. Sometimes I ask questions because I am actually curious.
Let us know, Dr.
I don't know if I have the exact answer, but go ahead. I'm curious your thoughts.
Because honestly, I grew up in a home where I was a child, and this is getting way off topic, but I have an intuitive spirit where I can see things before they happen, which this is woo-woo, whatever. And I remember telling my single mom, like, this person ain't right. And I could feel it in my spirit, and I'm a kid. But I feel like people enter into relationships even though there are red flags that are evident and they ignore those red flags. And I would love to ask you, Dr. Akila, why you think, what is the motivator for that? Why do people do that?
I think that's a really big question. It may be different for different people, but one thing that you stated that stands out to me is you talked about childhood. And I think that sometimes we are behaving currently based on things that have happened in the past. And a lot of things may be operating unconsciously, and we may be recreating patterns of the way relationships or the ways that we sort of grew up and not be conscious or aware of how that's playing out today. I think there are lots of other things, but I do think that sometimes we play out what we've seen. Or I also think that sometimes other things may be more fulfilling in the moment. So we might be focusing on the big thing, for example, because that made us feel good, but may not always be thinking about some of these smaller things that add up and that make a life together with someone.
Claudine, I want to ask you, what's the most thoughtful thing, if you can think in these 22 years, what's the most thoughtful thing that you can remember your husband has done throughout your marriage as a wife, mother? How have the gestures helped? But I want to know, what's the thing that you remember the most?
I got to double back on this last topic and I'll tell you exactly what I think. I also think, doctor, that sometimes people are so desperate for connection that they ignore the red flags so that they can have the companionship or the partnership, even if that means that it is not a good fit.
Absolutely, agree too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
One thing my husband and I do, speaking of that, is when challenges arise, we revisit the way we do things. And we had 3 children in 5 years, okay?
Wow.
Right. And right. And so at one point I remember saying to him, I just want to go hang out with my girlfriends. They didn't have kids. So I'm watching my friends go hang out, have a great time. I'm over here breastfeeding and doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, ah. And my husband was like, go, just go, have a good time. I'll be here with the kids. He's like, it's you. You're having a hard time separating. But if you go, I got it. I promise. And sure enough, once a week, I would just take a couple hours away and go hang out with my girlfriends because that's how I recharge, you know?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So does thoughtfulness need to be big or, well, you already answered that question. You like the consistency, right? Yeah. Well, I'm hopefully I can be more consistent about that gym thing. That's what I'm looking forward to. What advice would you offer someone wanting to give or get more thoughtfulness into their relationship?
I would say, basically, in my opinion, is recognize how that person shows love instead of you trying to force them to show the love the way you want them to show it. That's been really helpful for me, is to recognize that my husband getting these lights is his way of showing love. And that makes me feel good because that's something he's doing that he wants to make me feel good. So you get what I'm saying? Instead of like,
but
it's
when
gotta
you say
look like
that,
this.
well, Claudine, when you say that though, shouldn't a person also consider how you receive love?
I feel like in a long-term marriage, what you said earlier was so powerful because you said after a certain number of years, you paying mortgages, raising kids, and doing all this and that. At a certain point, you have to accept who you married to instead of like Oprah used to say, stop trying to change the person, Yeah, that's
I'm
just
trying
my
to think
2 cents.
of this Harvard long-term marriage study, and I'm going to fumble it, so I don't want to quote it because I'm going to fumble it out. But something that you said made me think about that, and I can't recall all the details of it, but this idea that you don't have to like fight over every small thing and that some things you do accept. That kind of stands out it sort of stands out to me basically on what you're saying and what has been working for you.
Well, my husband, he's a strict vegan, so when we go out to dinner, we have to go to vegan restaurants because that's where he's most comfortable eating. He doesn't really want to go to a place where they just kind of like make him a vegan meal. So
Right.
I make the effort to just go where he wants to go. It doesn't, I mean, I can go eat with my girlfriends. Remember, I go out with my girlfriends once a
Yeah.
week. So like I can go with them if we want to go somewhere else. But it's just to me, making these small adjustments really aren't worth, they don't really need to cause a big fight or a big argument.
Yeah.
This is just what I've learned over the last 2 decades.
And
So
what
I
I
don't know.
imagine is that
No, I'm
you
gonna listen
like
to
you
the person who got 2 decades.
Yeah, exactly.
That person I'm listening to, especially when her husband putting up lights.
Because it seems like the idea is like that's something that you give up. Like that's okay for you. You're not going to make a big deal about that. But I imagine that there are also things that he kind of doesn't make a big deal about for you as well, and this give and take in the long scheme of a relationship.
I mean, I'm on a podcast at 9:00 at night. He definitely is making concessions.
There we go. There we go.
Claudine, thank you so much for being with. Oh, it's so refreshing to have you on the show. It's been our pleasure having you on Late Night Love. Let everybody know where they can reach out to you if they want to take those classes on Saturdays or your other classes or where you are.
So my name is Claudine Cooper, and I have a website, claudinecooper.com. I'm on all the social channels. If you follow me and let me know you saw me tonight on Late Night Love, I'm happy to follow you back. I love to stay connected. That's thoughtful.
Thank you so
I promise you, I will be reaching out to talk. Because if I'm in Inglewood, I get off at 7. I can go work out if there are workouts available after 7. So I'm gonna find out what y'all got available over there.
I love
Call
this.
me, girl. Call me.
I'm gonna call. Trust and believe, I'm gonna call.
I'm
Bye,
so happy
Claudine.
to have met you. Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
so
Take
much.
care.
Thank you, Dr. Akila. Thanks, Tammy Mac. Have a great night, you guys.
Have a great night. Tell that hubby good night, night. Late night love will return.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love your mind.
So love languages. Is your love language act of service? Do you get joy from showering thoughtful gestures on your partners? Do you have tips you'd love to share with us? Well, guess what? Call us and let us know, okay? 310-369-0400. 310-369-0400. Call into Late Night Love. We are live and we are talking to you absolutely, positively live. I shared this lesson that I've learned from Late Night Love, actually.
Okay.
We had a guest on, and we were talking about, I think she was a psychiatrist too, but we were talking about your partner and how your partner's love language and things of that nature. And I said, my partner won't tell me what his love language is. And she said, well, does he have to? She was like, why does he have to? And I was like, because you're supposed to tell. You're supposed to tell the people what your love language is. Everybody do the test, and then they tell the people what their love language is. And she was like, but you know your partner's love language, so why does he have to tell you? So that reminds me of something that Claudine said tonight. She was like, some things you just got to let them go.
Yeah.
You got to let them go. I think it's harder to let things go when you're younger in a marriage or relationship, or even when you're younger in life, because everything's a fight, right?
Yeah.
Everything is, I got to prove myself right, or I got to prove that this is the way to do it. And so it's harder to let go. But I think as you get a little older and more experienced in your marriage and your relationship or in your life, you realize everything is not a fight.
Right.
You can pick and choose what to fight about. And in that moment, I thought, oh my God, why am I mad? Because he won't tell me his love language. She's right. I do know what it is.
Oh, you do?
He's
Okay.
just lying about it, or either don't want to say, for
Does he
whatever
even know?
reason.
Or he knows
I don't
what he
think
likes.
he cares.
Okay, he does. Okay.
Like, I don't think he cares. Like, I think he's like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, love language, what? Like, this book comes out on love languages, and now all of a sudden, all these women across the world, and I say women because that's us. That's what we do. All these women across the world want their partners to do these love language tests, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just suggesting that perhaps the thoughtful thing to do, if your partner doesn't want to be a part of the worldly trends and antics, is to be like, cool, I understand. I know your love language. I got you. I see you every day. I know what it is.
Don't make a big deal or a fight about it.
Like, it's thoughtful to sometimes. Dr. Phil used to say, if you're in a relationship and we're in an argument, if you win, that means I lose. And do you really want your partner to be a loser?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It felt, when you said it, I was like, that kind of feels bad.
Doesn't it feels so hurtful. So,
yeah.
So really, is it about winning or losing, or is it about the thoughtfulness of just giving up the fight for love?
Yeah, and speaking of that study, I want to say, I got to pull it up, but I want to say that was a part of it, that in a relationship, in a long-term marriage that ultimately went the distance, that it was about someone, whoever it was, even if they felt like they were right, coming back and making amends.
Yeah.
It's about making amends. It's about reconciliation and not allowing the fight to fester.
Yeah.
That is what helped relationships go the distance and be healthy and happy.
Yeah, I can believe that. So we have a caller on the line. His name is Sammy, rhymes with Tammy. So, hi, Sammy.
Hey, ladies, how's it going? I'm back again. I talked to you all. Well, you before.
I remember.
About,
Yeah.
So I called to chime in about the effort and the consistency. And I was watching a couple of the fellas, talk about, listening and paying attention to your spouse or your mate. But one thing that I wanted to chime on is a lot of us as men, we miss out on the effort of being there consistent for emotional, compassion. And I'll kind of give a breakdown of what I did. My wife was married before me, and she was pretty much the breadwinner. So whenever I came into the place, I took over that. And it was hard for her to understand who I was, and we kind of were at odds for a little bit. So what I did is I set her down and I talked to her, and I said, I see how you're moving. How can I help you? And so I told her, I said, we have iPhones. How about on the days that you don't feel yourself and you feel depleted and you need somebody to pour into you, how about you send me a picture and a cup emoji so I can already know what I'm going to be going up against when you get home. And the consistency from that is whenever she sends those, I'll do something like have her bath water ready, her pajamas, I'll massage her head, I'll massage her feet, and I won't say anything because she's already given me heads up.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Sammy. Wait, you were on to something, Sammy. Now, wait, what kind of what kind of picture? You say she sends you a picture?
Yes, it's if you have an iPhone, you can pick like different emojis, and it's a picture and a cup. And that picture represents pouring into that cup because sometimes we're half empty, and we're always trying to pour into other people.
Stop
but we
it,
have
Sammy.
No more. So
Oh.
I asked her to do that because that lets me know she's depleted. She needs somebody to pour into her. And so that when I get that emoji, I
That's
automatically
so
go into hubby mode.
good. Okay, so wait,
And so
hold on, Sammy. I'm trying to figure this out now, Sammy. So she sends you a picture of the cup emoji. Is it like if she's full, she sends 1 cup? If she's half full, she sends 2? Like, how do you know how much she needs filled up?
Well, I don't assume. I just, whenever I get that picture of a picture and that cup, I'm the picture if she sends it to me. So I'm pouring into her as the cup.
Oh, you mean picture?
A picture.
Oh, we were
Yeah,
we were thinking picture, like
Thank you,
like
Sammy.
a camera,
Okay.
like a photo. You're saying picture, like a picture of water or a picture of tea.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. So whenever I
okay.
get that from her.
Okay, so
Yeah,
picture.
when I
So
get
that
that
means
from her,
fill
it
my
lets me-
cup.
Right, means that whatever
Ah.
her day has consisted of, she's been depleted.
I'm using that. I'm using
And-
that, Sammy. I'm taking that.
Tonight you're going to use it.
Tonight we having a conversation about the picture in my cup. Okay, go ahead. Thank you, Sammy.
And then for me, I send her boxing gloves because that's a representation of me having to fight and battle with the outside world. I don't want to come home and fight with you too. So she already knows.
You loving this, Tammy.
You know.
Sammy, you done helped Tammy over here. You done helped us.
Sammy!
Well, and here's the reason why I
Is
did
it working?
that.
Hold on. Is it working? Is it working, Sammy? Is it working?
Oh, it definitely works because my wife is a very strong-minded woman, and I'm a very strong-minded man. But I didn't want to battle with her, so I wanted to be her safe place whenever she didn't or couldn't open up. So I chose those things, get her to open up to me, and over
Sammy,
the years, it's worked.
Can I
with her.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
How did you get to this point? Like, what was happening that led y'all to this system that you developed?
Well, actually, I came up with the system because I was paying attention to my wife. I could tell when she was frustrated or something from work or whatever it was, and I would ask, "Hey, are you okay? You need to talk about anything?" And so that's where that effort came in. I was consistent with asking, but I also came up with a game plan so that she wouldn't always have to say, "Yes, I dealt with this." She could just send me that picture of a picture in a cup, and I automatically go into my husband mode or my protector mode.
Yeah.
So when she comes home, we have our movie room. She'll get in the recliner, and I'll put some blindfolds over her eyes, and I'll take care of the rest. I just need you to relax your mind.
Oh, just divorce her and marry me, Sammy. Just divorce her and marry me.
Sammy, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Thank you so much for calling us in and sharing this with us.
This is amazing, Sammy. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
And I'm sure you've helped a lot
You're
of couples tonight. And thank your beautiful wife as well, because she was open to that. And your partner has to be open to agreeing and executing the solutions that you come up with. And that was perfect for the both of you. So congratulations, and I hope you stay married a long time, Sammy. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You can call in too. The number's 310-369-0400, 310-369-0400. We also have a chat if you don't want to talk on the phone like Sammy to us. You can go to our YouTube channel and chat with us. Just write it down in the chat, and we will read it right back. Sammy, you're going to get yourself a Foxhole hat and a Foxhole t-shirt. So you can wear the hat, and your lady, when she's sitting back in the recliner in the movie room that y'all have with her blindfolds on and you rubbing her feet, she can be doing it in our Foxhole shirt. Okay, Chris might be onto something. You have to give to get in a relationship. Let's check it out.
People be whole ass like adults and be scared to have conversations like, hey, yeah, I know I said I was going to meet you right now, but I do have a slight delay I have to take care of. So just give me like an hour. Matter of fact, I'll give you an update myself when I'm done. Hey, I know I said that I like this particular kind of thing, but actually I don't like that kind of thing. I want to let you know that before we run into the situation again. And I want you to be clear and concise and then not trigger me where I didn't trigger you because I get mad about you not knowing something that I never told you. Hey, I know that, what you're saying to me makes a lot of sense, but I'm just really trying to heal emotionally right now, and I keep taking everything you say as an attack, and I know I'm just trying to get better at that. That's my own personal journey, but I do appreciate you in the kind words. Let me text them an update because that'd be the proper thing to do. This is the day of. Let me text them to confirm, just to be safe. these are the kind of things that everyone says they want for the most part, right? But you have to start doing them yourself. You have to be intentional. You can't just want to be a better person. You have to actually take the steps, stop being so combative, stop being so argumentative, stop being so shifty, and start to be transparent with yourself. Because then if you don't want to meet up with someone and you don't tell them why it's taking you so long, then you might not want to meet up with them. If you got to prep yourself to be around somebody, like, I'm not, this ain't going to be 3 minutes. I'm just saying, like, y'all got to really start to think about that.
Yeah, if you got to prep yourself. I just thought, Sammy made me think, my husband has I think a lot of women deal with the tone that their husbands have. My husband have a tone. He has a tone. And I'm like, hey.
What's the tone?
I don't know. It's a tone that I don't like. That's all I know. And so we had to come up with a safe word for when his tone is, is not. When I came, if you got a tone that I don't like, then I'm not receiving what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we got a word for him when his tone is a little off kilter, and I tell him to flip the script.
That's the word?
That's the word.
Oh,
flip the script.
Okay.
And then he knows, my tone, she's not receiving it, so let me change my tone.
How did y'all get to that? Like, how did you determine this is the best way to manage that?
I don't know. I said, let's have a safe word. He came up with it, and we did it. It was that simple. And it's that simple that we're coming right back to on Late Night Love.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. She's Dr. Akila. I'm Dr. Max. So hello. We are talking about thoughtfulness today. And I wish you would be thoughtful enough to give us a call live, 310-369-0400. Dr. Akila, how do you communicate to your partner that he is not meeting your needs? How do you start that conversation? That's a hard conversation.
It is a hard conversation. I like to say start with yourself.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that. I don't know how many women are going to do that one.
But I think we do got to start with ourselves.
I'm like, because I automatically go, you don't do that.
That's what we do. We say, you don't do this or you make me feel this way. And I would shift that. So don't go in that with you did this energy. Mm-hmm. Focus on first how you feel and try to go in calm. So pick a time where you feel calm, but also pick a time where that other person feels calm. You don't want to pull them right after a long day at work, talk about, oh no, we got to talk.
Right. Like, or he just been in the office with his boss, and the boss is like, you're not producing well here today,
and then
Bob.
Here you come.
And then
tell him
you come. You're not producing here well, Bob.
Exactly. So choose a right time. Choose a time where you're also feeling calm and ready to have the conversation. And you might start with, hey, babe, I want wanted to talk to you about something. Or honestly, I feel like when you say that I want to talk to you about something, it might
Yeah,
prime
that's a
people
hard
with,
one.
you know what I mean?
Steve Harvey says, don't say, I want to talk to you about something. Just start
Just talk
talking.
to it. Exactly.
But it's something about us
that we'd be like, I want to
that
talk
we
to you.
have to share. This is a serious conversation. I need your undivided attention. You're not going to like what I'm about to say. So let me just tell you, I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, so let's train ourselves to not use that, to put down.
So what do we do? Help us all, Dr. Kim.
I'm trying to go through it myself. What do I normally do?
Pay attention. We are going to rearrange and reconstruct the let's talk.
Okay. Say, babe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe. No, okay. Say, babe. I can't even take it seriously. Okay, just make an I statement, basically. Because I can't even get into character. I can't stay into character.
So, okay, babe.
Babe.
Uh-huh.
When you did whatever he did.
Okay.
I felt however you felt. And I'm wondering if we
babe,
can.
when you talk to me in that tone.
Yes,
I felt unloved.
Oh, okay, there we go. I felt unloved.
Okay, there we go.
I like this. Okay, this is going somewhere. And then you might go with, I'm wondering if you can use a different tone with me.
Ooh, okay. Now, can we amend the word wonder?
Go ahead.
Because I don't really wonder.
Okay, so say your word.
I'm gonna need you to talk to me. Let's replace wonder with I'm gonna need, and that's IMMA.
How about I would like? Or it would feel better.
Okay. It would feel better. I will feel loved.
Okay.
If you talk to me this way.
Okay. Well, how does that feel?
I feel like he ain't gonna get it unless I say, look.
No, Tammy.
If you talk to me like that again, I'm leaving because I can't do this. I'm gonna need you to talk to me like you got some sense. Otherwise, I can't receive what the hell you saying.
Okay. Does that work?
No, that's not. It hasn't.
Okay, so let's try something else.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with what you said, doctor.
Okay.
I think y'all should go with what the doctor said, too. I think y'all should go with what the doctor said. I feel, yeah. Mandy Thought says it's important to match in a relationship.
An extremely thoughtful person, it is so difficult to get into relationships with people who do not match the same level of thoughtfulness as me. Because to me, that thoughtfulness just comes naturally. So when I have to tell someone, it just feels like, is there something wrong with me? And the thing is, I get it. I need to communicate that to my partner, and I've done that a lot of times. Well, my exes. But they still just can't match it. It's like I have to tell them, and on top of that, they're still not matching my level of thoughtfulness. So it literally just drives me crazy and makes me feel like there's something wrong with myself. And the thing is, I know that level of thoughtfulness exists because I'm like that, and I see tons of other people like that. So I'm just like, why can't they be like that? Do they just not like me enough? And hint, hint, I do find out that they just don't like me enough in the end. So yeah, if someone's not matching your thoughtfulness, just leave them. It's easier said than done because I didn't leave my exes. They loved me. But in the end, it did make me happy because I realized I was never going to be happy in that relationship long term. So all my thoughtful girlies or boys, don't settle for someone who's not as thoughtful as you because you're just never going to be truly happy.
Well, doctor, she therapized herself.
I'm glad that we got the full story, but two things stood out. One is I do think there's a tendency that we as humans think that other people have this crystal ball and always know what we're feeling and always know what we need.
So that goes to what she was saying when I feel like I shouldn't have to ask.
Yeah.
People should tell me,
So I would consider that sometimes you do need to share with people what you need. I don't think all the time, and I do think it's important that for some people, at least for me, I will say it's important if you're in a relationship that you are thoughtful and attentive and pay attention.
Yeah.
But I also think we can't expect for our partners to read our minds all the time.
Yeah.
The other thing is that you might want to consider that you do choose a partner who demonstrates thoughtfulness in a way that you read and receive as thoughtful or as caring, if that's what's important to you.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and I also agree with what she says. Like, there are thoughtful people. I don't know that it can be matched, right?
Exactly.
Because how do you match thoughtfulness? I don't even know how you measure it, right? In some cases, you just have to resolve the idea that you are a thoughtful person and no one's going to be as thoughtful as you, and you have to be okay with that and let them be the thoughtful that they are.
Exactly.
But if they ain't thoughtful at all, then yeah, you get yourself the right advice. Tell them bye-bye. And we're going to tell you bye-bye, but guess what? We coming right back, so it's not a long-term bye. Just temporary. We'll be back on Late Night Love.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And you interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
So Dr. Akilah and I would love to hear from you. Just give us a call on Late Night Love. We are live, 310-369-0400. We're also in the chat on YouTube. So if you just want to send us a little chat, you can do that too. Dr. Akilah, what's the nicest, most thoughtful gesture a partner has done for you, and why was it impactful?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I'm trying to think of the nicest thing. I might need a moment here. You got one?
I do have one.
Okay.
I don't know. In the beginning of our relationship, my husband was super thoughtful. I mean, super. Like stuff I would never imagine. I had this dress that I used to wear all the time, I guess. And he was somewhere and he saw a portrait of a woman, a black woman in a dress that was similar to that, and bought it for me. And I'm like, I don't even like pictures. Like, But it was the thought that he was somewhere thinking about me and that dress. He was like, I just like this. I remember you having a dress like this, and it reminded me of you. That was thoughtful. I think it was thoughtful when on my birthday, I hadn't seen my best friend in about 10 years after grad school. And he flew her in as a surprise at a birthday party that he threw for me, which was a surprise too. So I thought that was thoughtful. He just used to do thoughtful stuff all the time. He's just thoughtful.
Sweet.
Everything was thoughtful, child.
Okay, something comes to mind, and I think we've been talking about, I don't remember exactly what part of the conversation, but being able to see something as thoughtful from your partner's perspective, even if it may not be your own perspective. And just now made me think about this one thing my partner did for me a couple of years ago. It's for my birthday. And at the time, I actually didn't
think
appreciate
it was
it. No,
get out of here.
I did not.
This is
and
good.
I feel,
what?
I know in this moment, I hope he's watching because
now you regret it and you want him to know it was what he thought it was.
So it was for my birthday. And I was going to, so it was around my birthday, and I was going to Europe for my birthday. And then I was going to one of my best friend's weddings. And so he had put some jewelry in my bag, but he didn't tell me. And so he kept saying, "Oh, you have a gift, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Well, where's the gift?
Where is the gift?
Where's the gift?" And so we had my birthday. I had my birthday here, and then I left and I went across overseas, and then I found it like a couple of days later. And I did not like that.
And you were like, why did you put this jewelry in here like that?
Yes.
Is that how you came off initially? Or were you like, oh, this is nice? Why did you put it in my bag?
Yeah, I'm sure
or were
I
you
came
just
off.
straight off?
I think I was. I'm usually like a straight with him, so it was kind of. I feel bad. He's a really great person who deals with my stuff. But yeah, I think. In that moment, I mean, I didn't like the way the jewelry looked, so that was a part of it. But the idea,
that'll do it too. Who told you I like this?
I know, and I want to, and like it was, he left me on like, where is it for too long? But my thought about it now is like he really actually took the time to hide this piece of jewelry and to try to do this special thing, to go get some jewelry for me, and to send it overseas because I was going to this wedding and going to have some fun. And in this moment, I want to say that was actually really thoughtful. It just didn't land the way that I needed it at that time.
And it didn't land the way that he expected, I'm sure.
Yes, but this is why you got to have forgiveness and not to let like your partner make some mistake and not let it be this like big thing for me and also for him, because he could have been like, well, she's not grateful and I'm done with her.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you make me remember one, but I'll tell y'all after the break.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'll tell you after the clip. So is prioritizing your mate connected to tonight's topic? If it is, watch this clip, then hit the chat to share your thoughts.
The only thing I want is honestly to feel like I'm important to you. Like I'm your number one priority. Listen, I know you got 1,000 other things going on in the day. You got your friends, your family, your career, hobbies, and sometimes you just want some downtime, some alone time. I'm super understanding of all of that. I just don't want to feel like when you go to consider what's most important to you that I'm at the bottom of the list. I just want to feel like I'm at the top of the list. You want to know why I want to feel like this? Is because I'm going to make sure that you feel the exact same way. So when I really rock with you, you are priority number one. Obviously, I have other priorities. I got things to do. I got a career. I got work, all of that. But I'm going to always make sure that you never feel like you come last in any of that stuff. So all I want at the end of the day is reciprocity. I'm going to make you feel important. And number one, just make me feel the same.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Me too.
I'm with that. But communication is important because you need to know what that looks like for me, and I need to know what that looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because clearly it's going to look like two different things. Like everybody's not the same. What makes you feel important aren't the same things that make me feel important.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so there still has to be a conversation at the end of the day.
Conversations. I like this. I do like this.
Yeah, we still need to know.
We still need to know.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself in camera here. Okay. No.
I was like, is the story embarrassing? What's embarrassing? Okay.
No, not that. This is embarrassing. Yes, the story's a little embarrassing. You were telling me about your partner and the jewelry. And I was thinking, I remember I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone after my boyfriend at the time had given me a fake Gucci watch. Oh. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, well, yeah, I said thank you and everything, but, he don't really know me because I don't like fake designer wear. And I know this fake, and, it ain't really nothing I would wear in the first place.
Yeah.
And he overheard me say that. And I think I had told my girlfriend, she was like, well, what you do with the watch, girl? And I was like, girl, I don't know where that watch is. I don't care. And a couple of days later or whatever, he was like, hey, where's the watch I gave you? Because he overheard the conversation. And I was like, I think it's in my jewelry box. I was like, oh snap, why is he asking me about the watch, right? And so we had to have a whole conversation about him overhearing what I said. But the next year, he bought me a real Gucci watch.
So there we go.
He bought me it was so cute and dainty, exactly what I liked. Okay. I mean, perfection. But I will say today, at my big old age, right? I don't care if it's fake.
Good.
Now that I know, like designers are a bunch of BS, right? You can buy me a fake Gucci anytime.
You live and you learn. Okay, now I have my number one thing is actually my engagement. Because he's not, like, my partner is really chill and, like, he does a lot of small, consistent things, but the grand gestures are not really his thing. But he knows that that's my thing.
Okay.
And so I knew, like, it's like I knew it was coming.
Like you want to be on a Jumbotron?
No.
That's the kind of,
well, I probably wouldn't mind. But it needs to be like, you know?
Right.
And so I was really anxious about this whole thing, about getting engaged and how it was going to happen and what it was going to be like.
Oh, wow.
But he planned this whole surprise during COVID, and it was, he coordinated with my family. He coordinated with my friends. He got some friends that were here because a lot of my family and friends are spread out. And the first idea didn't work because something happened with COVID. And so it was outside. I don't even remember where, but it was in Pasadena at some rose garden.
Okay,
and
that's pretty.
It was like the sweetest, it was just the sweetest thing because we were in this rose garden and he had my friend following us the whole time that I didn't know. And he knows that I like recordings and pictures. And so he had two of my friends there recording and taking pictures of it. And it was just really much in my style. And then afterwards, it was COVID. So we just went back to our to our apartment. But then he had my friends and my family on Zoom. And he had some like sparkling, whatever, the champagne or whatever. And my favorite cookie from Sweet Southern Girls.
Was it did you like it too just because of the fact you were being proposed to?
It was, but
Could
if he
it have
had
been
done
done
it different, I would have enjoyed it because I want to be proposed to. But it was the way he did it that was
He was like, "This is
surprising,
me."
and he did it, and it was so very much me. It was really thoughtful. The rose garden, the pictures, the
Right, the video.
and then having my friends and family be a part of it.
Yeah.
Like he could have done it in some other way, but because
he could
did
have
it
got the
that way.
Jumbotron and the Laker girls.
But I think this meant more. We have somebody from the chat. Y'all want to hear?
Miss Dynasty, what does she have to say?
Okay, so she says, there's nothing wrong with using a little attitude in your arguments because if you switch it up on them, your partner is more likely to notice the inconsistency in your behavior and listen intently. What do you think?
Dynasty, I want to agree with you on that. I want to because that's me. I'm attitude all day.
Okay.
It doesn't work for me.
Okay.
It hasn't worked. I don't think it works. I don't think
yeah.
it works for most women. Like, I don't think that attitude, I don't think men like that. Like, I think when they first meet us and we're spicy, you know, I think they like that. Ooh, girl, you a little sassy, a little spicy there. I like a woman with, I like a woman that talk back, you know. I think they love it when they first meet us.
Yeah.
But I think if that's what we become all the time, it's not so sexy. But it's especially in an argument.
Oh, yeah, an argument.
In an argument, right? Like, and I've learned this from Late Night Love, too. Shoot, I might.
You learning a lot, girl.
I learned a lot from Late Night Love. What you may want to do is to temper your voice, right? Maybe bring it down a little.
I see how you just did that.
Yeah, just bring it down a little. And maybe comfort him in terms of, or rather, not comfort is not the word I'm looking for, and it's not compliment, but it's, hey, babe, I know that you've been stressed out a little this week. You know, you think we should talk a little bit about how that's made me feel?
Okay.
Right? And then
love
maybe
what you
afterwards we can, I don't know, have a movie. I'll fix some wings and, you know, and go to break.
Yes, let's go to break.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. How critical is applying consistent thoughtfulness to a relationship? I don't know how critical it is, but I know how hard it is.
It is super hard. I think you were talking about that earlier. What gets in the way, life sometimes.
Yeah.
You get tired. You got to pay bills. You got to work.
Because think about it. If somebody loses their job, right?
Oh, that's
now you're living off of one income, and that one person is working. That other person, one person is solely working. That other person is looking for work, and that is
stressful.
Man, looking for a job, especially in the climate that we're in today, it is the worst place to be.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you know that person is freaking out, and the other person is freaking out. And especially, I think for men, it's very hard for men. And I say this because so many men have shared this with me.
Mm-hmm.
For men, when they're looking for work, when they feel like they're not able to provide, everything in their soul, everything in their DNA kind of just goes away. It goes away. They don't know how to be thoughtful. They don't know how to be romantic. They don't know how to be as caring because they're too busy trying to either get back to where they were or get a leg up. And everything, all of their focus have shifted from you to I've got to be a man now.
Sure.
And that could be very hard for a woman to understand why he's not giving you gifts when he doesn't have any money, or why he's not being thoughtful when he's thinking about getting a job and bringing, being the breadwinner. Sure. It throws everything off. Or if you're in the hospital, or if you got some debilitating disease, how you gonna be thoughtful if you going through cancer treatments?
Yes, all of those things are huge.
I mean, that's a lot.
And it takes a lot.
Yeah, but that was the question. How critical is it? It's critical, but life is more critical.
Very true. Let's go to this clip, but I want to talk more about this.
Was I too much?
No, you are too much. I think it's an important thing. Thoughtfulness is free, according to Dimitri Wiley. Make sure you get some for your relationship. Listen up.
I just want to get this off my chest real quick. To my fellas, listen. I can't stress how important it is to remember these two things when it comes to dealing with a woman. Consideration and consistency. Listen, for you to consider a woman, listen to her when she speaks. Remember important details. I don't give a if you got to make a mental note in your phone titled My Baby. You got to remember the dates, the wants, the desires, the wishes, even the favorite colors. It may not be valuable in that moment, but I promise you a time will come where you'll be able to add just that flavor. Baby, I got this flower because I know it's your favorite color. She might say she don't like ice in her water. And every time the waiter hit the table, you be the first to say, can I get one with no ice in it? Because I'm considering my baby in every moment. Shoot her a simple baby, this made me think of you text throughout the day. I promise you. Listen, when she say she likes something, go and add it to the cart for later. I promise you, dog, it'll take you far. And keep the promises you make to her as if you're making them to yourself. Because loving her the quietest way will be the loudest love she's ever received.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those consistent small gestures, quiet gestures.
Yeah.
What you said earlier before this clip really stands out to me. I know that we want our partners to be thoughtful and to show up for us in small and also in big ways. And we might expand our thoughts about what thoughtfulness is. Because in a moment like that, where your partner is really struggling mentally, emotionally, spiritually with trying to find a job, because that does a lot, especially in this kind of political and social environment. Your thoughtfulness for your partner might be allowing them that space to be in their feels.
Oh, yes, of course.
And
That's
to
good.
not always show up for you the way that they used to.
Yeah.
To sometimes mess up a little. To
Maybe now
sometimes
it's
not
your
be
time
thoughtful.
to be thoughtful.
Yeah. And on the flip side, because I can see, because you mentioned like, okay, now the other partner is responsible for having the full load of the household. That's a heavy burden too.
Yeah.
And so it's going to require for both partners to reconsider what thoughtfulness is.
Of course.
And sometimes it is giving allowances when your partner isn't being thoughtful the way that you're used to them being.
Yeah. And also, I mean, when we talk about the big efforts and the consistency of it, and I brought up, if you have cancer and you're going through cancer treatments, you're not like I don't have time to be thoughtful. I'm thinking about getting this thing up out of my system. And so then maybe now it is time for that other person to be more thoughtful. And thoughtfulness then comes in a different way. It comes in the way of making sure that that person gets to chemo, maybe staying there while the person's at chemo as opposed to riding off and then coming back and get them, just, sitting with them while they're going through it and just having a hand to hold. Maybe that's what thoughtfulness means in that moment. Maybe thoughtfulness means in that moment, which a lot of people do, shaving your hair when their hair falls out, right? Yeah. So I think that when we think of thoughtfulness, we have to, like you said, we have to expand it, because it doesn't just mean buying roses and jewelry or things of that nature. Sometimes it could be big, consistent thoughtfulness in terms of big things like somebody's the breadwinner, and now, you've got to give consideration for that person who's been the breadwinner the whole time. I want to make this clear to ladies. He's been the breadwinner the whole time. Now he's going through a little rough patch because DEI's out the window, so that means black people can't work no more. Black people can't have no job because y'all DEI, none of y'all qualified. So now, you become the breadwinner. And so you have to remember and be mindful and literally think in terms of thoughtfulness. Think about all those years that man held it down for you. Yeah. About all those years, your check was just to go shopping at Bloomingdale's. And maybe buy some clothes for the vacations y'all was taking. Some matching outfits for the vacations y'all was taking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that, and you got to take on that load now. But you've got to remember, I'm doing this. I'm being thoughtful, but I'm doing this because this is what he did for us. And so now it's my time because it's not working out like we planned. And trust and believe, life never works out like you plan.
Never.
Just doesn't.
Guess what?
What?
We made it to the last segment of Late Night Love. Make sure you're back in 2 minutes.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moments.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Tammy Mack. Dr. Akila, what is something that the audience can take away from this conversation today?
Let's see. What can you take away from it? Small, consistent acts. Small, consistent acts. It doesn't always have to be this big, grand gesture, although those are nice. So
Very
please
nice.
don't forget about those.
We like those.
But I think it's the small things that add up and make the difference in a lifetime of a relationship.
Yeah. I think the audience from this conversation should maybe get that thoughtfulness means different things to different people.
True that.
So be very attentive to your partner to find out what thoughtfulness is to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go home tonight and ask what thoughtfulness, because I ain't never asked that question. I don't know. I think for my husband, thoughtfulness means shut up.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could,
He wonders how I can talk for 6 hours and still have something to say when I get home.
Okay, so he likes quiet maybe, or a little bit?
No, not quiet. Me
Oh,
shutting
you.
up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he likes me to just shut up.
And then what?
And then that's being thoughtful. That's me being thoughtful.
Okay, all right. Well, hey,
Don't cost a thing.
Everybody has their own thing.
Go talk to your little friends on the phone. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to you. Okay.
Probably because usually I'm probably like, so why do you love me?
Oh gosh.
Like, could you please shut up?
Okay.
The Relationship Restored makes it clear, no matter what, it's their effort they showed they care. Take a look.
Always remember that someone's effort is a reflection of their interest in you. Okay. Point blank. Period. Like, there's no way around it. And even if the man was just busy, like, there's little pieces of effort a busy person can sprinkle in 100%. To show you that you're still the person I want. You're still the person I'm interested in. I'm just busy. I mean, even if someone is traveling or busy entrepreneur, freaking Grant Cardone, whoever, like, if someone is truly interested in you, it's going to reflect in their effort. A little text message, a little FaceTime. Hey, I'm about to get on this plane. As you can see, I'm in the terminal. But like, I just wanted to say, I was thinking about you. When I get a chance, when I get some service, whatever, I'm gonna hit you up. My bachelor's is in science. This isn't science.
Yeah.
It's really simple. It's very much point A, he likes you. It equals B, he's gonna show it. Or point A, he doesn't really like you. He might just really want to, shoot the in text messages for attention.
Okay.
She said a lot.
She did. But you know what stands out to me is that sometimes when I'm going back to when I was single or dating other people, and effort was super important to me, because there were some guys that would act like they're so busy and they're so important, and so they couldn't call or they couldn't show up where they said they were going to be, or they would leave me hanging for some reason, and it was because I'm so busy, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, and I just feel like that's what I connected with, like effort.
Yeah.
You still have to put in effort, and effort is an indication of how you care or how you feel about
someone. Effort is definitely, look, they say it all the time. You make time for what you want to make time for.
Yes.
You spend money on what you want to spend money on.
Exactly.
So it's there if you want it to be. If you don't want it to be there, then it ain't going to be there.
And then
That's the bottom line to that. So yeah, she was right that I'm with her 100%. Like, who too busy? Like, ain't nobody the president. What is too busy? Like, how many kids you got?
Exactly. Exactly.
Who's too busy to date?
Have y'all ever experienced that where someone is so not thoughtful that they try to say that they're too busy for you?
I'm too busy for all of that. Yeah, I'm too busy when I don't want to see you.
Exactly.
That's when I'm too busy. Call us if you had that experience. 310-369-0400. Late Night Love will continue after this.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off
We are given the platform here with no fear.
always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And neighbors, you interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and the Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Tammy Mack, and thank you so much for being here, Dr. Akila.
Thank you.
So much fun, super fun, and I feel like we sisters. Like we look. Every time I turn around, I feel like I'm looking at myself. It's so weird. I'm like, does she look like me, or do I just need glasses? What?
Maybe.
What are your two thoughts? What are two thoughtful things that someone could start doing right away, no matter what phase of a relationship that they're in?
You may have said this earlier. One thing that stands out for sure is go home and listen. Listen to the people that you care about and pay attention to what they say.
Right.
Pay attention to what matters to them. Pay attention to how they feel. Pay attention to what needs they may have, and then think about how I might fill that need, how I might help them feel a little bit better if they're not feeling well.
So I have a question. Okay, let's take this for example. Let's say I want my husband to start reading the Bible with me, right?
Okay.
Let's say that's an issue. So I say to him, husband, I really would love if we could start reading the Bible together. And he says, okay.
Okay.
All right. So now it's established that you're going to start reading the Bible together. Is it my job to always be the one to initiate the reading of the Bible? Or should he sometimes say, hey, are you ready to read the Bible? Like, is there an expectation when someone asks for what they might need or for what might they consider thoughtful? Is it then their job to kind of nudge that person into doing that thing?
It sounds like in this particular situation, this hypothetical, that the person wants their husband to initiate.
Well, I don't, no matter what the thing is, like let's say you want your husband to run bath water for you, right? And you're like, hey, I really would like my bath water ran. Like, is it your job to text your husband before you get home and say, hey, today's the day? Like what? How does this happen? You know, do I send a picture?
I mean, well,
do I send a picture and a cup?
Sammy said to send the picture and the cup and to let the person know.
Okay, so I need to send a what do you call it, a bathtub? Send a picture of a tub.
I think it depends. I don't know that there's a one answer
Because
fits
isn't
all.
the thoughtfulness is that you do the thing and not be prompted by the person to do the thing that you're supposed to be listening to, and I think that's what the other video was about. It's like I don't want to have to tell them
Sure.
all the time.
Sure, I get that. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I really think it depends on the situation and you as the person and what you need. I think sometimes you might have to
nudge them,
prompt them, or nudge them. But if we're
then
thinking
is it
about
thoughtful? If you have to nudge.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I want to know. Is that thoughtful?
Here's one pushback I will say
about
that is that habits. That sometimes people can get in the habit of doing something, and if this is outside of their habit, then it may take some reminding to get in this new habit.
Okay. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, I see you still like, nah, you got to do it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let the words from the last clip of the night be a reminder. Pay attention.
You deserve to be prioritized. You deserve to be a forethought, not an afterthought. You deserve to be treated right the first time, not when it's the last straw. You deserve care, consideration. You deserve support. You deserve assistance. You deserve empathy. You deserve people who still love you even when you don't have anything to offer, who still see your worth even when you have nothing to give. You deserve that. And in a society where everybody's hyper-independent, you deserve someone you can depend on. You deserve somebody who can carry your burdens for you. You deserve somebody who won't look at you like you're weak on the days where you don't feel like Superwoman or Superman. You deserve that. And even though it's difficult for you to allow that to come into your life, allow yourself to be vulnerable or weak or to say, damn, I deserve that or I need that, know that it's true, that you deserve it.
Oh, I'm all into it. I'm like, yeah.
I know. I was like, this is very much like an affirmation. You deserve. Yeah. You deserve this. I deserve
Tank
this.
had a song called I Deserve.
I deserve.
Yeah.
I forgot how
but it was
goes,
the other way around. It was
song.
like, I deserve for you to cheat on me because I cheated on you.
That is true. That's a different kind of I deserve.
That's a different kind of deserve, and we talk about that.
You deserve to be tended to be cared to be loved.
Yes. You absolutely deserve that. Okay, so thoughtfulness. What do you think? How do you think thoughtfulness can be kept consistent?
By not making it such a huge thing. When we're talking about thoughtfulness, we're really just talking about being attentive and showing that you care, paying attention to how someone thinks, how they feel, what they need. So I don't think we need to make it such a huge thing, because I think sometimes when we're talking about it in this way that it has to be huge, people might be like, well, I can't do this all the time. So make it smaller and consider the ways that you might just be there for your partner, listen to your partner, be attentive, and do small things that are not super huge deals in the normal course of your everyday life.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just thoughtful. I'm a thoughtful person.
Okay.
So I don't have to think about it. I'm always listening. Now, I don't think this is quite thoughtful, but it was thoughtful. My producer on my radio show, he just had a big win. And when he came in, he likes the Nerds candies, the little Nerds candies.
Yes. Okay.
The clusters. So I gave him some Nerds candy clusters. During the show, I get a little hungry sometimes. And so I ate them all. I'm not sure. I think my thoughtfulness canceled out.
Wait, you ate all the Nerds that you got?
Yeah, because he wasn't eating them. So I said, can I have a couple of them? And so I ate a couple of them. I didn't take all of them. I still left them in his possession. It's just I was like, can I get some more? Can I get some more?
Until there were no more.
And there were no more.
You got to go replenish those. You guys to go tomorrow and replenish those.
What non-material gestures have the deepest impact in relationships?
The small things. Like for me, when I'm thinking about in the morning time, sometimes I just want to stay in my bed, sleep, and my partner gets up earlier than me. So when my son comes downstairs,
that's good.
he'll have my son and he doesn't complain about it. He just is doing whatever he's doing with my child. He's getting his breakfast together and getting ready. I think thoughtfulness on my end is that usually I'm the one that'll try to pick out his clothes. But then sometimes when my partner knows I'm busy or I got to get out the door, like this morning, I really wanted to get out the door. And he had came upstairs and brought my son up and was getting him dressed. And that was thoughtful for him because he knows that that's something that I probably would have done, even though he had already done the lunch box.
Right.
I think thoughtfulness is listening to your partner if that's important.
Right.
So for me, I got to talk about my feelings. I am a feelings talker person.
Feelings. Yeah.
And he will sit there and take it. And I know
you gonna take it.
I know he don't
You
care
like,
about
I know he
half the
tired.
stuff I be saying.
I know he tired. Look, he want my partner's thoughtfulness. Shut up. Girl,
Yes.
shut up.
Yes,
What, is you
what about
talking
you?
about?
What's some non-material
well,
things?
when you said, it's funny because when you said, like, I'm in the bed and I like to sleep a little late or whatever, and I was thinking, oh, yeah, me too. But I didn't know you was going to switch it up on me and be like, and so he go get my son dressed. I was thinking more like I like to stay in bed. He gets up earlier than I do. And sometimes I like for him to stay in bed with me a little bit longer.
Okay.
So I'll be like, give me 5 minutes. And he'll give me, but he'll give me 15. He'll be like,
That's
you asked me
sweet.
for 5. I gave you 30.
I love that. So that's something that's small, but it matters to you. A sweet
Yeah.
little moment in the bed.
Everyone loves some late night love on a Friday eve. So the doctors held it down tonight. Dr. Akila, thanks for being my amazing co-host for tonight. I certainly appreciate you. A heartfelt thank you to trainer Claudine Cooper. She was so fun for joining our conversation. And of course, the biggest and best thanks to our audience for being the reason why we're live. So join us again tomorrow night for another enlightening, sexy, and smart conversation about dating and relationships. I'm Tammy Mack, and this was Late Night Love.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored, and thank you for joining us. According to a new study, some men in relationships are keeping their partners in the dark about the truth regarding their bank accounts. Our next guest has more details for you. And joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight, we have with us Dr. Jasmine Boone. Dr. Boone, this study is pretty interesting, and I would say right